Greetings and welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon. I'm super excited to be here because, well, as you probably guessed, it is episode 45 of No Cash Clash. And that's right, the dragon attacks are behind us. Well, they're in front of us as well, but not today. Today, we're going ground and we're having a blast. I gotta tell you, we're picking on Town Hall 8s, although technically, it's not picking on Town Hall 8s if I'm a Town Hall 8, right? It really isn't. And I mean, check this one out. Pretty much a maxed out Town Hall 8 base. And we are going to take it down with Govaho, or a version of it, with just one Golem, a bunch of Valkyries, and a bunch of Hog Riders. It seems to work out pretty well. And it's funny because it's kind of reminiscent of the current meta at Town Hall 13 of the hybrid of Hog Riders with Miners. Same general idea, although this one, I feel like the Hog Riders almost always go somewhere else other than where the Valkyries are going. Whereas the hybrid Town Hall 13 attack, it seems like with proper funneling, and I guess that's the difference, the funneling works out and you get those units to stay together and they can all benefit from the heals. We're only at Town Hall 8, so it's a little bit early for true funneling. I feel like, you can funnel a little bit, say, your dragons at Town Hall 8 with those outer buildings. But obviously, as the Archer Queen comes into play next Town Hall, that's when the true funneling is going to take place, hopefully, and we'll worry a little bit more. Right now, it's just kind of like Hog Rider spam. Check out the heroic Hog Rider going after this Wizard Tower right here. Can he win? He cannot. He can't win. But now the Golem is going to distract, and we're going to get in behind that Wizard Tower and wipe out the rest of this base. So yes, I realize, and this is where I have to make some clarification, okay? I realize that I asked you guys for a bunch of likes recently, and I said that I might stop the series. But if you recall, and if you remember, I did say that even if I stopped the series on YouTube, I would continue to play it on the live streams and behind the scenes because, and this is the God's honest truth, I'm having a blast playing this account. I really am. It is a lot of fun, and it's the account, honestly, that I am playing more hours on than any other. We got Galadon 13.0 to maxed out Town Hall 13. I've got my main Galadon account. Well, I mean, Legend League, like I said, I'm done pushing in Legend League. So what else is there to do? This is it, you guys. And so I'm actually really eager to get to Town Hall 9 because I feel like as you progress through the game, it definitely gets more interesting each Town Hall level. And at Town Hall 9, not to belittle 8 and below, but I feel like Town Hall 9 is like the first big boy Town Hall. Like, you're dealing with a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff is going on. Complicated attacks are taking place and defenses as well. So I'm excited about that. In the meantime, we've got this Wizard Tower right here. A 2-day upgrade. Are you kidding me? All right, so I tell you what, as long as this Wizard Tower, is going to get maxed for the Town Hall, let's go ahead and use the book. I'm going to get more books at some point. We want to kind of speed things up because I do realize that, well, honestly, we're getting close to the end of Town Hall 8, but I really want to get to Town Hall 9. And now I can sort of understand when players want to rush. It's like they see that, oh man, I'm so close to my Archer Queen, but I can't get there yet. Oh man, I really want X-Bows or Inferno Towers or an Eagle Artillery or whatever the case may be. I understand the urge to rush. And I am also warning you that I will be rushing a little bit, but I'll tell you in just a moment what I mean by that, because we're not going to make a huge mistake and rush where we're going to be paying for it, but we are going to get Town Hall 9 a little bit before we max everything out. All right, we'll get to that in a second. Let's go ahead because, yes, we are over here on the Builder Hall side, and yes, you might have noticed that I had a Crusher under construction, or my only Crusher under construction, but we've got faith that we can get in there, and this is actually a base that I feel like I can deal with. The general idea is use the archers to take out the Crusher when it's exposed like this, and then drop in the... Oops, okay, that was just one archer, we're fine. That was just one archer. Now we can safely drop the other 5 as soon as these guys path out of the way. There we go. And then the rest of the archers get in there and take down that Crusher, and now it's up to the timing. Gotta get that timing just right because you want the giant in front. Oh, that was beautiful. I'm sorry. Giving myself a pat on the back for that one. The giants moved in front of the archers at the last possible second so that the archers didn't get targeted by, say, like the archer tower and the cannon, but the giants didn't die and get hit by the Crusher. And because that worked out, now you see what's happening. The giants are going to be out in front They are going to take all of the damage from the remaining ground defenses. The archers easily take out the builder hall, and the remaining barbarians work their way around the perimeter of this base. And I gotta tell you, it feels like I've got builder hall 4 or 5 kind of decoded right now. Feeling pretty good. And yes, it's true, even at builder hall 4, we are facing some builder hall 5s and having a relatively good amount of success against those bases. Right here, unfortunately, we can't quite pick up the 3-star, but I'm pretty happy with 87%. The question is, with my crusher down, can we pick up the win? And that's always the added tension to playing the builder hall side. So we go back, we check it out, we've got the victory, 53% 1-star, 40 barbarians. You couldn't do it with 40 barbs, that's right. Props to Galadon's defensive builder hall 4 base. And again, I'll share this on my Discord if you want a link to that so you can check it out. There it is right there. Pretty simple to put together. And I'm actually surprised the crusher being down, we didn't have to worry about that. Now right here, I went ahead and used the clock tower boost, and I realized I'm not using it for training troops. And this video, of course, is made before the update that removes troop training times. But we used it just to try to reduce the time on the crusher by a little bit. And, you know, every little bit helps, even if you're not concerned with speeding up the troop training. The clock tower boost does speed up everything else in the base as well. And now we're ready to head back on home. And yes, we drop in more Go-Va-Ho. And ideally, I admit, trying to find Town Hall 8s, because Town Hall 9s with this attack strategy, it's tough. It really is. And I feel like there's maybe other attack strategies that will do better against the weaker Town Hall 9s, and I will certainly be exposing those in future episodes. But for now, kind of the same fundamentals, funnel a little bit. And you'll notice, I said earlier there's no funneling, and that's not completely true. A couple of Valkyries, a couple of Wizards on the outside, make sure that the bulk of the ground troops go into the core. And we want them in there at least so they're not kind of, you know, patrolling the perimeter, doing the old P.E.K.K.A. go-round type thing. It works out. And then, of course, we can try to, and it's so much fun because it's, what? That's right, spell, timing, and placement. It's STAP to get the job done. You've got to try to predict where these units are going and wait until the most appropriate moment to use that last heal spell. Look at that. Come on, I feel good about that one because the Valkyries and the Hog Riders are both benefiting from it. And now we're pretty sure that this is going to be a 3-star. The Valkyries still going strong. And yes, I admit I am using some OP donated CC Valkyries. You can see them there with their fur coats. But yeah, okay, so here we go. The units, what the heck, where are they going? I don't even know. The Hog Riders are gone. The Valkyries are on the outside. And, oh, here comes the Golem. Check out the Golem coming around the back door right there. He's a little bit too late because I would have loved to have him in there tanking for the ground units, the Valkyries and the Hog Riders. And ideally, that is how these attacks play out. But notice what's left. That's right, it's the big maxed out Valkyries that blast their way through the walls and then take out the rest of the defenses. So an unlikely 3-star becomes an easy 3-star with a full health Barbarian King as well. And I gotta tell you, you know, you guys can say whatever you want in the comments, but here's the thing. I am always honest and truthful with you guys, and I am really enjoying this. The grind, it actually comes with a true sense of accomplishment. And man, if this base, I'll tell you right now, if this base ever makes it to fully maxed out, free to play, I'm going to be, oh man, just, okay, a moment for you guys, all of you that have made it there. Holy cow, you guys are dedicated. That is awesome. And if you have, please tell me down in the comments. I will try to get down there and heart your comment because that is epic. I mean, that really is. And you guys are the backbone of activity in Clash of Clans. And remember that, you know, whether you spend gems or not, everybody is supporting the success of this game simply by playing. All right. So speaking of, let's go ahead and do that by upgrading. We've got the builders, and you'll notice the list getting shorter and shorter all the time. Now, this is really the thing that's bugging me, and that is the lab. I feel like that's the thing that's holding us back. But like I said, we might rush the lab just a little bit. Okay, let's go into the status report. And unfortunately, you guys, not really anything new to report. We are still 2,095 trophies in Crystal 3. The raids you're going to see come up are, of course, the same big numbers. We aren't seeing the really big numbers that we want to see, so it is time to change our leagues and see if maybe something else will work. So that means next goals, it is time to drop it. Not the mic, not like it's hot, but we will drop about 1,000 trophies next episode and see if that works, if we can bring in more loot and faster. Thank you guys in the meantime for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. Do you remember I'm giving away over 100 gold passes? So stop by my live streams, get out there, make the best reaction to be kind of be the last one. I'll see you back here and get more outs. Okay, I realized that was not perfectly clear, but I'm not going to re-record it. Okay, so live with it, people. Live with it. Peter? No, no back talk, Peter.
Galadon, you're becoming a mumble rapper. Is that your thing? Mumble, mumble, mumble don. Huh.